morning and welcome to my channel. I'm going to do a quick flip through of this journal I had for a custom order for a healing journal. She also ordered a guardian angel journal, but I just repeated what I'd done before because that's what she liked. However, I've brought this out on a Friday mainly because I thought I'd start doing some bonus videos where it's just odd ones and some unfinished projects that I've got, and I thought I'd put them in on a Friday. I'm not sure whether it be Friday morning, Friday evening, so this comes out when it comes out. Anyway, I'll go through this. I used a kit called Zen from Calista Designs. As usual, some lace down the spine and just mat and layering there with one of the images from the kit, tied up with some tea-dyed seam binding. Inside here I have a variety. I've shrunk the pages down and just made some journal cards from them, and a lace package there, pocket rather, tag. And then I've bundled some papers together here from some vintage books which can be used in the journal. Pages from the kit, some tea-dyed paper. I kept it quite simple actually. Page from the kit. Again, this is from the kit. I made this tag up, and this is some of that, oh dear, what's it called? I'm beginning to use a lot of it. Goldfinger. This, which you can, it's like a finish. It's actually a finish to go round frames when you do a painting, but it's great for anything like this. And this was just a little pocket or envelope that came with the kit. Put that in there. I didn't want to cover up the writing down here, as this is a vintage book page. A vintage envelope that I've folded and made a little pocket, and in here again some vintage book page that I've collaged on to make a journal card. If you wanted to, you could cover the back to make more of a journaling spot, but I did love the way this had, the colour in this had gone, so I thought that was also good for journaling on. A page from the kit. And this is, I've printed this onto tea-dyed paper about the spiritual chakra, and I'm not very well up with all of this. I do this spiritual fair. I'm learning. And another journal card there that I've made. This is paper that I put metallic watercolour on when I was tea dyeing it. Page from the kit, tea-dyed doily, vintage paper, a tea-dyed glassine bag, and I've put a couple of these. I've backed everything of these in there, and the sayings come from Mrs. Crog's Crafts, healing words. This is from Len's Crafty Life, some embossed pages. She had some lovely ones. And I've put a pocket here. This is some vintage lace, and I've put a ruffle on the top, a little tag from the kit, and then a tag I've made with some scraps, and then just put a, this actually came with the kit as well, in there. I've used the tea-dyed seam binding throughout. Page from the kit. This I turned into a side pocket again with a tag that I've made. There, this is an old laundry from Norway, a laundry receipt. And I just cut out a piece of the cherry blossom out of one of the pages to go on there. Some not very good dyed paper with some stenciling, with some stencils that I've put the tea dye through. And a page from the kit. And this is just a wrap over that I've made a journaling spot, and I've done some stamping. I have done some stamping on some of the tags as well. Page from the kit, and in the middle I put the mandalas, and another little pocket. I had this, I'd used part of this double shrunk page, so I just made that into a little pocket and put that in there. A laundry tag, again from Len's Crafty Life. Page from the kit, some more of that tea-dyed stenciling. Page from the kit, and a little envelope that came with the kit. I wasn't sure what to do with it, and it was a train, so I put that, just tucked that in there. The other side of the glassine bag with a larger heart in, and an image from the kit, and a ruffle. Vintage paper, tea-dyed doily, page from the kit, and this was another collage I put together on and stamped on some of the, I'm trying to use up scrappy bits I've got, and this was one. And this was a journal card that I kind of used my pinking shears with. And I have put here original ephemera. It's a Spanish letter. Page from the kit, and the other side of the envelope, and I made up a tag here. Again, I've been stamping on the back, again with scraps that I had left over. And this is a flip envelope that I've made a journal card there. The backings I've made on these cards, I'm not sure about this one yet, is from, I've got some prayer, no, not the prayer and praise, I've got some notebooks I made for the craft fair, and these are the off scraps from the pages that go in them. Just decorated that. These are from Ruby and Pearl, any of the ledger pages. And then again, I've glued that down, made a tuck spot, and then made a card there. This is from the Graphics Fairy, the backing paper. Page from the kit, tea-dyed paper, page from the kit, and then we come to the back. And again, I've used I think I have there as well, the Ruby and Pearl ledger pages, and then that's some of the Gothic German writing there, the book I have, another journal card, and a tag there. So thanks very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed that. Don't forget to hit the like button, notification bell, and subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye.